Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What's up, everybody? We are back 3 weeks away from the show, Mike. We are back. It's the Mike and Mish show. What up, Mike?
That was the longest break in the history of the podcast. That was the longest ever. I felt like I was away for an eternity. Do you know the number of things that I've done since we haven't done a show?
I can't even imagine, because the amount of things that I've done is ridiculous. So,
Kyle, you were across the damn world, the earth.
I was.
There's one thing that didn't happen, though, while all this time went by. My lawn bags are still out there. The city hasn't come and pick them up. So I need everybody to write to the Coventry, Rhode Island Waste Management. Tell them to come pick up my lawn bags. They've been there for over a damn month. Where have you been, Kyle?
What is it? Grass clippings?
Yeah, they're like brown bags. Get them out of here.
Oh shit,
Slob bones around here. Pick it up.
Light them on fire.
Get one of these.
Light them on fire, Mike.
They're going to be fired up already.
Dude.
Where you been, Kyle? Where have you been?
Okay, so last time we were on this show was with King Mo. That was over 3 weeks ago. And since then, I went to Japan. I went to Okinawa. That was pretty fucking cool, dude. My son achieved his first degree black belt in Shorin-ryu Shorin-kan karate, which is very cool, in front of the Grandmaster Nakazato at the Nakazato.
Mess it up. You're gonna get a spin.
I think it's Nakazato. Nakazato. Yeah, the Nakazato dojo in Okinawa. Him and 11 other people tested for belts. He and 2 other kids got their first degree. The rest of them were other degrees. One guy got a fucking eighth degree. He became a hanshi. It's got hanshi. 10th degree is as high as it goes. So it was pretty crazy. We did all kinds of stuff. Dude, we went scuba diving. We were scuba diving, and after scuba diving, we went snorkeling, and we're snorkeling. And I wish I had like an underwater camera or a GoPro or something that I was wearing, because Nolan is swimming along in this sea turtle about 3 feet across in size. Shell comes swimming right up to him, and him and Nolan like a wild sea turtle out in the ocean, just freaking swimming with my son for a good 10 minutes. They were swimming like side by side with each other. No one could put his hand on his shell. It was fucking unbelievable. Did that shit.
That's pretty cool. I've never done that before.
Yeah,
Never done it. I was, for people who are listening to this story, I made sure to send Kyle a bunch of crazy things about the ocean just before he got into it to do that. I was sending him like pictures of crazy looking fish and stuff like that, just so that he was clear mind going into it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't run into any one of these things. You won't. Don't worry. You won't run into anything like this while you're out there.
Yeah, he actually sent me like some weird ass looking sea serpent type thing that they found in the ocean, like off the coast of Japan. It's like guys holding it
big,
like
crazy looking thing. Don't worry, you won't be near you though.
Yeah, you fucking jerk off. But we did that. We did a few other things. Like we experienced like the culture of Okinawa. We went to like a school and checked out like we went to a school and like did activities with the kids there, and we went and to like traditional Okinawan restaurants. Instead of like the touristy spots, we went to like some places and ate some food that like I never thought I'd eat before, but I had a good time. I drank this shot out of a jar called habu sake, where they soak the venomous habu snake in the sake for like 2 years prior to serving it. So like they don't devenomize the snake either. They just put the snake in the fucking thing and dies in there, and like
doesn't do anything to you though. It's not
no, well,
mess
no,
you up for life.
No, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's good, whatever." But so I drank just one shot of it. It did make my mouth a little tingly, a little numb, but it's not bad. It kind of tasted like
you didn't even flinch when you took it.
Yeah, well, it's that iron fucking that stone face and iron gut. It doesn't nothing really bothers me too much. You could buy the habu sake with the snake in it and take it home. You just have to like sneak it through customs. I didn't do that. I wish I did.
Yeah, you want to mess around with that?
No, I don't think so. No. You know what? After going through customs though, I don't think anybody would even fucking checked, to be honest with you. They
really?
I don't know. I don't know if they like maybe if they like x-ray the checked luggage. I don't know what they do with the checked luggage, but it didn't seem like
they look through it sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look through it. Funny stories about
that. They did much. Other than, I mean, like we went to like Hacksaw Ridge. You ever see that movie, Hacksaw Ridge?
No, I know I don't know if I saw it, but I do know Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So that's the same thing.
Not the same guy. No, Hacksaw Ridge.
It's pretty much almost the same thing.
Yeah. Anyways, we did a bunch of shit. If you guys want to check it out, man, go to my Facebook page. My wife posted like every day a bunch of pictures with a summary, with the intent on like letting everybody know what we're doing because it was cool. But that shit pops up in your memories every year now.
Yeah.
So she's like, I could just load everything into Facebook, and then I can get it off my phone. And then a year from now, everything will pop up on my Facebook memories. I could see that shit again. So pretty awesome. We have a show tonight, guys. We do have a show. We got two guests.
We do have a show. We have a show.
We have two guests. We have one waiting right now. He's one half of the main event in this weekend's BKFC Fight Night Pachanga, Temecula, California. Yep. Ruben Warr is going to be fighting Robbie Peralta. Another fucking step up in competition for him.
Oh yeah.
I was so happy for him when I heard this. So we're going to talk to Ruben, and then we're going to be talking to Michael Larrimore, Papa G himself, out of Shift Combat MMA down there. They say he's going to be fast tracking himself to a title soon anyway. So we'll get to talk to him too. He's an exciting guy. Why don't we shout out our sponsors and get this shit on the road?
Yeah, let's do that.
If we remember how to do this.
Let's see if we can remember this. I'm not sure if we can.
It's like riding a bike. Here we go. We are sponsored by Bucked Up Supplements, Bucked Up Energy Drinks. Get over to buckedup.com. Use the promo code Mike and Mish 20 and get yourself some awesome supplements. Get yourself some energy drinks, sugar-free, delicious energy drinks, really clean supplements. Delicious. I am back in the gym after 3 weeks of not touching a gym. I went Monday, Tuesday, and today, 3 days in a row. Feeling fucking good. I took an ice bath tonight, though. I did an ice bath before I ate dinner tonight. Felt fucking great.
What a wuss ice bath.
So, yeah. So get over to buckedup.com. Use the promo code Mike and Mish 20 and get yourself some of this Bucked Up shit.
Hey-o, dynamic life. We are back with Dynamic Life, sexual health, weight loss, and anti-aging. Retake control of your life by reaching optimal health. Visit www.livedynamic.com. It's the only online platform where you can become a patient in under 20 seconds. Also, check out their Instagram page at Live Dynamic. That's LIV Dynamic on Instagram.
Boom. Ba-boom. And last but not least, our newest sponsor is Rasha, the Rasha Revolution. Get on board with the Rasha Revolution. It is designed to elevate your mindset to an elite, high impact, high performance championship level. Misfit does it. You should do it too. Elvin Brito does it. We're going to get more into them as a sponsor as we go on, but go over to www.therasha.com or go over to Instagram, follow them at Rasha Revolution. All right, Mikey. So what do you say?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you say? We get this thing on the...
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get this thing going. When we come back, we would be joined by Ruben. Oh.
There he is. There he is. There he is. Ruben, Bad Boy Warr, still undefeated. Still undefeated, everybody. Ruben Warr, what's going on?
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on? Where are you at?
Uh-oh. You're breaking up a bit.
You're breaking up. You gotta get on that hotel Wi-Fi. Ruben.
Frozen. He froze on us.
Ruben, get to a spot where you get some good service, bud.
Hey, all right. So what we're gonna do? We're off to a good start.
It's not our fault. He is actually in Temecula at
Pechanga
Casino, and the weigh-ins are tomorrow night. So I don't know what he cuts nowadays. This is at 155 pounds. When we first met him and talked to him, remember he said he was about 200 pounds, right? He was like fat and out of shape, and he didn't know what to do with his life. And got his shit together, got shot at, got his car shot up, lived through that.
Through some shit lately.
And this year we got to bring that up. We got to talk to him about the whirlwind fucking year that 2024 has been for him, because I believe that shooting happened. The shooting happened in like February. He said, right? Like his car got shot up
just before he fought. I feel like the first time he fought, when he fought Lorenzo Coca.
Yeah. What month was that?
Oh, beats me. No, I've got the answer for you. That happened. Let me tell you. I can tell you.
Yeah,
that happened back in March.
In March. So the car,
end of March.
Dude, yeah, you're right. I want to say that he said his car got shot up in February, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then he fought for BKFC, right?
Yep.
Then he gets put on another card, and it just happens to be like the biggest card in BKFC history, which we're going to talk about because that's been in the news, so to say, right? Right. Here we go. We're going to bring him in here. He's back. He's back in action. Let's bring him back. Add him to the stage. Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
Way better.
Way better now.
All right. Sorry. I don't know what's up with the Wi-Fi thing here, but it's not good.
Suspect Wi-Fi at hotels most of the time.
Yeah, no, it's and I don't get good service out here.
Well, so Ruben, welcome back to the show. And we were just kind of like, we were just chatting. Reminiscing, chatting about your year 2024 has been one hell of a fucking year. It's been nuts for you. So if I remember correctly, you made your debut in March.
Yes.
Did the car get shot up in February? Is that like
No, it got my car got shot up in November.
okay? November.
November of last year.
It's a few
And
months before
then
that.
that's so November. So I got shot up in November, and then I finally stepped foot in the gym close to December, and then went to the tryouts in January, and then I fought March, April, and then now July.
Holy smokes, man!
Yeah.
So November of last year. So you're not even.
Yeah.
It's not. So it's like 8 months.
Yeah, 8 months.
In 8 months, your life has like
Oh,
completely
dude,
flipped
been
upside down.
crazy. Yeah, a whole 180. Because I mean, I didn't train. I was kind of like, I was so upset that I had to stop training to, feed my kids and provide for my family. And so it was upsetting to watch a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't watch a fight. I I didn't train. I didn't go to a gym. I was over 200 pounds when I started, and that was in November. So
Wow. And now here you are. You're about to make your third walk to the BKFC squared circle.
yeah,
How much have things changed for you in your personal life? We obviously in your fight life, things have
yeah,
really picked up, and now
yeah,
you're about to make the third walk of the year, and we're only 7 months into the year.
yeah.
But outside of the squared circle, how are things with you and your family and your mom? We know that
Uh,
you reconnected with your mom.
yeah. She's gonna be here for my fight.
Nice.
I
Oh,
bought her
awesome.
plane ticket. Paid for a hotel. Told my mom she got. I'm actually gonna give her some money because she's taking off work. My mom's a workaholic, so I'm actually paying her to come down here and paying for a flight and her hotel and everything, food, everything. She don't got to pay $1, and she's gonna get some money, get to go home with some money and be able to pay some bills with it. So
It's amazing.
it's crazy, dude. I went from getting gunned down, barely even afford food, times I've starved and watched my kids eat, to being able to, buy my mom's plane ticket cash, and then tell her the next step is to pay off her house, and that's my goal. So my first goal is to get a new car. Hopefully,
Well,
get a new car after this fight. I'm the number one salesman for my job.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Hustling.
oh, dude, I'm the biggest hustler you ever met, bro. I work all day, every day, train all day, every day, and plus have my kids. Um, if you actually go on Google and look up just in time roofing and construction in Brooks, Kentucky, you can see, if you go on the reviews, my work speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And
Nice.
so you guys will see my name all over, and I take pride in that. My kids see it. They get to see how hard their dad works, and my kids. I'm flying my kids out tomorrow, so they'll be here for my fight. My mom will be here for my fight. So I'm just motivated, man.
it's fucking awesome, man.
Crazy that you talk about personal life. I got my heart broken, man, right before I signed this contract.
What do
So
you mean?
What happened?
she left me for some other guy.
God
Oh
damn it.
no,
Yeah, man.
the girl that we met at your first
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. She chose some other dude, and you know what, man?
Did he not? Was it
Here's
the
the thing.
cauliflower ear? You think it was the cauliflower ear?
I think
Nah,
it
I'm just
had.
fucking. I'm just
I think it
fucking.
had a lot to do with just my life's been crazy, bro. I don't
Right.
blame her for leaving. I was, getting gunned down the way I did, and my house being kicked in and robbed numerous times. I've been put at gunpoint in front of my crib. So uh, I think my lifestyle at that time was too much for her, and I respect it. She,
Damn.
if she found someone better, kudos to you, and hope it all works out, but don't come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay over
Hey,
there.
you know what? I love the way you're handling it.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
always
Honest,
easy to go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. I fucking use that pain, bro. And I've been training so fucking hard. I'm in the best shape of my life at 35, and there is times where I'd run I'll get on the treadmill, and someone will get on the treadmill, dude, and it's like I'm not getting off this treadmill until that person gets off.
Yeah.
And I'm booking it, bro. I'm like mile number 6, hitting mile number 7. I'm looking at the person next to me like, hurry up and get the fuck off because I can't get off until you leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm booking it. So I'm like, you know what? So I made it faster, and I was wearing a tank top. So I'm just sweat is just going everywhere. Finally, that person got off. I think I was like at mile like number 8 or 9. But that's how hard I've been pushing myself every day. And it's I feel the pain, dude, every day, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get up and go to the gym. It'd be like 2 in the morning. I have a homie of mine. I'll be like, bro, I'm thinking about her, and he'd be like, bro, let's go to the gym, and we're hitting
That's
it.
good.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had a good circle. For the first time in my life, I've had a good circle to help me keep me grounded and just push me. You know?
That's what you need, man. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good though. Hey, use that for fuel, man. That's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. I just wanna, you know, give my kids a better life, whether she's in my life or not. You know what I mean? Like the goal never changed. Nothing's ever gonna change. It's
Now
just
now you're a
tough.
headliner.
You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? It's just
you're in a good predicament. So
Robbie,
Yeah.
Ruben, you're in a fucking you're a headliner now, dude.
yeah.
So
So
I like what you're doing. Channel that right into this huge opportunity that you have here. And like when they announced this after fighting Angel Core, which we get to talk to you about that in a second, you went from Coca to Angel Core, which was a big step up. We both agree that was a big step up. Angel Core is a good fighter. That what happens there happens. We'll talk about that in a minute. But from Angel Core to Robbie Peralta, that's another like real big leap up in competition. If I'm being honest, like Angel Core to Peralta is a big leap. The BKFC obviously has a lot of faith in you.
Yeah.
And they put you guys in the main event spot, which had to be like whoa,
dude.
like what the fuck moment, right?
So I had no idea it was main event. They just told me the opponent, and you know me, I signed it without even, I don't care. So I signed it. I told them let's go, and then it was like boom, main event. I'm like, wait, what? So I was kind of like off guard for a second. I honestly didn't believe it for a second. And when they were like, you know, your main event, I was like, oh shoot, this is awesome. So I was like, you know what? Everything happened for a reason, you know, her leaving me the way she did. And then I signed this contract, and it was like, boom, let's go. Let's do it. So I just pushed myself, you know what I mean?
Have you ever been in a main event position in like your MMA career?
Yeah.
You
So
have been.
Most of my fights have been main event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of my fights have been main event. So
You're used
but
to
not,
you're used to waiting to the end of the night. Right
I
now
mean,
in your
it's
BKFC
the
career, this
part
is
I
the
hate the
first one.
most.
Yeah.
But it's the most rewarding part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm just happy, man. I'm just stoked to be here, and the fact that BKFC believes in me that much. I'm just excited, and I can't wait to show people what I'm made of. You know.
And what is a win over Robbie Peralta for you?
Shit, better put me top 10 because I beat Angel Core. I don't care what anybody says.
And a lot of people thought you did that night. And let's want to just circle back to that right quick. You know what's going on, right? You are aware that it is a no contest now.
Yeah,
you didn't lose that
this
fight.
was yesterday. So, I got contacted by another interviewer and
That
was
was
like,
me.
"Hey,
No, it's me actually.
there was you. Okay, I can't remember who it was. It was you. Yeah, you were like, "Hey, you gave me the heads up," and I was like, "Wait, what?" I had to look it up, and I couldn't believe it, dude.
Yeah, I was on my personal account, so I had messaged you, and I was like, "Hey, do you know that your O is back?" You know, and then you're like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize you didn't know," because people were talking about it. The speculation is out there there's a lot of puzzle pieces out for people to see what's going on. The official announcement from CSAC, California State Athletic Commission, hasn't come out yet. I wrote them a few emails. They haven't come out totally and said that, hey, this is what happened, but a bunch of fighters were suspended indefinitely, sort of like the Lorenzo Hunt situation.
Yeah.
And now 2 of those or 3 of those have been turned to no contests, right? So your fight with Angel Corps is suspended indefinitely. They haven't said exactly why, but they changed it to a no contest. So now that one is off.
Yeah.
Then
I mean, I should have been 2-0, but
David Diaz and Shane Jordan. Shane Jordan is suspended indefinitely, and they changed that to a no contest. And then today, Kyle, who was the last person? There's another like 4
Daniel
or 5,
Alvarez. Daniel Alvarez got a win at Knucklemania 4, and today that one was changed to a no contest, and he is suspended indefinitely. So I'm assuming
Daniel who?
Alvarez. Daniel Alvarez.
Yeah.
They call him Machete.
That night.
Machete, 135er. So his fight was changed to a no contest today. So 3 fights off of that Knucklemania card in the last 24 hours have changed. The outcome has changed to a no contest. So.
Yeah. See, man, and the crazy thing, he blocked me on social media. I don't even understand why he blocked me either. Now
he got rid of all his social media, I heard.
Did he?
So I don't even think he blocked you per se. I think he just got rid of his social media.
He did.
Told that.
As a matter of fact, I was telling Mike, when we got back from Knucklemania 4, that Tuesday at work, the security guard at our job, the guy that works at the security booth out front, stops me and he was like, "Hey, do you know what's going on with Drew Angel Corps?" I'm like, "I don't know. We just lost Ruben. He just fell off."
Yeah, he fell off.
But anyways, for those of you guys listening, I was telling Mike the Tuesday after after Knucklemania 4, here we go. The Tuesday after Knucklemania, Aaron stops me and he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? I don't know. He won. He got the win the other night. What are you talking about? He goes, no. He's like, his Instagram's gone. His Facebook's gone. He's like, I follow that guy's career and he's ghost right now. Like, there's nothing anywhere. And that was 3. Yeah, that was like 3 days after Knucklemania 4. Yeah, that's how long ago his social media has been gone. So
but he knows then. He knows what he did.
Right. Does seem very.
We couldn't even ask him. We can't even ask him for anything because you can't even get in touch with him. We did.
That's why. That's probably why
Kyle contacted his management to ask, and he was like, "No, he just is not.
He's done fighting right now." That's what he said. Like his management said, "No, he's just done. He's done fighting." And then like
that with a grain of salt,
bro. Come on, you actually believe that?
Yeah.
Come on
now.
No,
I know.
Come on, dude.
Come on now.
And the homie got caught, and he's embarrassed.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all this is. That's all. He's embarrassed. He got caught.
And I had told you this last night, like, hey, Angel Corps, he's a great dude. We've met him so many times. He's, you know what I mean? But like I said last night, you know, he really, if he did in fact take PEDs, right, and failed for that, because you know, maybe he could have failed for recreational drugs, but I don't know. I just
because I popped for weed. All they said was don't come in this town, and I was like,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So like the thing is like
I came in pretty lit.
When you do that, you know, it's really the people just have to no one to blame but themselves. And then obviously I understand if you were upset because like that's somebody that you're supposed to, you know, mano a mano, like fight. You're going in there 1 against 1, not supposed to be cheating. You know what I mean? So I would totally understand that. But you know,
I would be embarrassed too. I cheated and I punched the air. I couldn't even punch my opponent, and I cheated. So,
you know what the thing is about. Here's the thing. So if like he is trying to like claim any kind of, if any of these guys are trying to deny any of this stuff, don't you think it would be better for them to address it like publicly?
Some people run from their problems. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to run from my problems.
It's like for Lorenzo Hunt, for example, we love
a bitch.
Well, we're friends, but we've known Lorenzo for years, and like one thing I can say about that one, whether you believe that he did it or not, and I'm not going to say anything about
Did you
that.
see
'cause
his
these-
levels?
Yeah,
Yes,
they're crazy.
172
Come
to
on,
1.
now.
170 to
Bro.
1 or something like that is crazy.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that's,
bro.
But one thing that he did compared to the other three is he came out and spoke on it immediately, whether he's taking a stand on a fight that he's not going to win anyway or not. The other three are fucking ghost. I sent messages to see if I can get a word with any of them, and nothing.
Okay,
I mean,
but hear me out. So let's say I cheated, right? But I fought BKFC for quite some bit. I just got paid $100K or however much his check was. I got all this money and I cheated and I got caught. And they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you the opportunity to get your job back, but you got to pay this money."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the dude's not paying his money. He's like, "Oh, I'm done fighting."
And with Lorenzo was 40% of his purse plus the 500 for the test, and then suspension for 18 months plus 6 straight past tests on him. So that's you're right there. It's another $3,000 on top of the $40,500 that he has to
You're
pay.
never
So if
gonna
it's
see that fool
40%,
again.
that's rough.
You're not gonna see him again. Why would he
Yeah.
want
That's
to?
rough.
it's tough, man, for sure. Yeah.
Or just
So
don't
hey,
cheat.
or
Dude,
just
I don't even take anything. I don't even drink protein shakes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I just work hard, dude. Like that's it. I just bust my ass.
well,
You know
if you are going to take protein shakes, you should get some bucked up and use promo code Mike and Mish
Hey,
Bucked
20.
up
hey,
energy.
you know
Michael
what?
Mish
For
20.
you,
You'll
brother,
save
for
20%
you, I'm
at
gonna
check.
order it just for you. All right.
Yeah, use promo code Mike and Mish 20 for everyone.
I
You guys
got
can
you. I'm
get
gonna order
ready for
some, and I'm gonna shout you guys out. I'm gonna take some protein just for you guys.
Hell
Nice.
bud.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
We'll have
Free
to send
workout
you some
me,
stuff.
For me, bro, it's like I don't all my money because I'm a homeowner. I'm a single dad. I have so many bills. I have so much responsibility. So like
Yeah.
I don't really invest in myself like I probably should have. I invest in my kids, man. Like that's where all my money, everything goes to. It goes to my kids because they're the future for me. You know what I'm saying? So like I want
Absolutely.
them to I want everything to go to them. I don't myself. I'm gonna push through it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna push myself regardless wherever I'm at in life. I'm still gonna excel wherever I'm at. So
Right.
I always give my kids everything, and I don't know, man. I just never really invested in myself. And if you know any of my friends, would be like, "Yo, that dude's the cheapest dude you've ever met," because I really am. Like I show up at airports in like a grocery bag full of clothes sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, we've only known you for about 6 months right now, and the person that we've met, whether your past is whatever, like you said, you weren't always this guy, but the life you're living right now is a great example for the kids that you're raising.
Yeah,
And
man.
I got kids. Mike has kids. We agree with you. Our whole life is our kids. Everything we do is
Yeah.
for. I actually just took my kid to Japan to test for his black belt the other day.
Dude, that is amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy. It
That is
was.
all, dude. Japan,
Yeah, we went to Okinawa and he tested.
Okinawa. Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
he tested for his Shorin black belt in front of the Grandmaster 10th degree Master Nakazato in Okinawa, Japan.
that is
Wow.
badass.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
and
wild.
like 7 years ago when he started and he like fell in love with it, he said, "I want to test for my black belt in Japan." And like get in the official like scroll out there or whatever. And like we were like, yeah, all right, that's cool. 7 years later, when he's a teenager, he's like, I'm ready to go now. And we're like, fuck, okay. It's like, you know what? If that's what this kid wants to do and he wants to
Yeah.
follow his dreams, his parents are gonna make that shit happen. So I feel you, man. Everything is about your kids. You fucking get it done.
It's
Dude.
crazy you say that because like my daughter out of nowhere, bro. She woke me up because I get up at 4 in the morning almost every day. So she got up like 4:30, bro, and was like, "Dad, I'm ready to go train." And I was like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be in bed." She's like, "Dad, I'm gonna go train with you." And I'm like, "Nah, go to
Oh, that's awesome.
bed."
You know,
Hey, you got a training buddy soon.
Yeah.
So they love what you do too, man. So we've had you for a half an hour now. We got another guest coming on in a minute, but we do want to wish you luck for your
Thanks,
fighting.
bro.
Robbie Peralta is a big name. That is a big step up in competition, and I have no doubt in my mind you're going to go out there and perform in front of your mom and your kids.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Take a
sir.
second, say whatever you want to say right now before we let you go. Send a message to anybody you want to send a message to. This is your time. Go ahead.
If I'm going to send a message, I'm going to send it to my kids first and foremost. Koa Kalani, everything is going to pay off on Friday. You guys, my son's going to go to Legoland like I promised him. My daughter's going to go to Disneyland like I promised her right after the fight. And I'm going to knock this dude out. And anybody who doubts me, I'm going to be the one to tell you I told you so. I want to say thank you to Kate, my sponsors, all my sponsors, K Fuel, my gym, Triumph, my family, my other family gym, Disciple, out in Virginia, Whole Being Strength, out in Louisville, my buddy Joe, just everybody who's been in my corner since I started this journey, man. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everything. It's crazy to go from depression to almost your life almost being gone and taken from you to be in this position right now. I'm just ecstatic. I'm just blessed, man.
Awesome. Hey, continue doing what you're doing, Ruben. You're on a rookie of the year type campaign right now.
I
Yeah,
hope I get
you're,
it.
you're fucking killing it. Continue doing great things. Mike, you got anything else for Ruben before we let him go?
Yes, everybody, make sure you're tuned in. Tomorrow night are the weigh-ins, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peralta versus Warr, streaming on the BKFC app. Friday night, you better watch it. I'm going to be watching it.
Yes,
Papa
sir.
G's going to be watching it. Mish going to be watching it. Everybody's going to be watching it. You should be watching it too. Ruben, good luck Friday night. Can't wait to
Hey,
see
thank
this
you guys
fight.
for having me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
As always, you are always welcome back on the show. So we will talk to you hopefully soon. And,
Yes, sir.
maybe you get another 2 or 3 fights before the end of the year. I mean, the way this year is going
September's
for
is
you.
my next one. I think September. We're Miami. I'm shooting for
Nice.
Miami.
Well, there we go. So
Savage.
shoot for the stars, my friend. All right, everybody else, stay tuned. When we come back, Papa G.
Later, Ruben.
Later, Ruben.
See you guys.
The Rasha is a true scalar plasma energy technology with the most advanced base 12 frequency collection that protects, enhances, and harmonizes the autonomic nervous system. This can help a soldier, athlete, or animal improve their training, endurance, recovery time, and overall performance while achieving the ultimate victory-winning mindset called consciousness coherence. Once in this state of consciousness coherence, a soldier or an athlete is able to advance his target focus to a level where it is completely in the now present moment with relaxation and stress release. The Rasha is where science meets consciousness.
It is. It's the Rasha, Papa G. It is the Rasha. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm well, my friend. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Good,
Doing
good.
great.
Thanks for hanging in there. A few minutes extra. We're talking to the half of the main event for this weekend. So wrapping up with him. Welcome to the show. We've never had you on here before.
Yeah.
So we hear so much about you from the Shift MMA guy, the Shift Combat guys. Jihad likes to say that you're fast track. You're fastly gonna get your name in a title picture in the BKFC. Tell the people watching this show who you are and why Jihad is so high on you becoming a champion in the BKFC.
I think he's one of the first people I've met that sees me the way I see myself and the way I've envisioned this playing out over the years. I'm just better than these guys, and I'm ready to show the whole world.
What made you get the transition to BKFC? Because I watch your MMA fights, and you're a pretty exciting fighter, I'd say. You go out there, you put on a show. I've seen like a few highlights that you remind me of, like I don't know, like Sugar Shane or Sean, I mean, or you know what I mean? Like you go out there, you have some nice strikes and you're choking people out too. So, I mean, I feel like, you're doing well over there. Why transition to bare knuckle?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for the compliment, brother. That means
You're
world.
welcome.
This honestly just happened on a whim. And I'm a man of faith, so I don't think anything is by chance. I think God delivered me an opportunity, and I jumped on it. I've been praying my whole life for opportunities like this, for a stage like this, for the platform I've been given. And so I didn't hesitate to say yes. 2 days notice, 1 day notice, 6 weeks, 1 month. Don't matter to me, man. I'm in there.
Why is it taking so long? It's been a while since you've been in the BKFC squared circle, right? When was the last time?
I think it's been 8 or 9 months. Whenever I fought Justin Watson, I think.
Yeah, BKFC 53. So that was
like 10 events ago, maybe.
Yeah, November. It was November. What have you been up to in between? You've been staying busy?
Yeah, I had an MMA fight just in March. I walked away with the dub. That was a tough fight. Undefeated kid on his way up, But like I said, I'm just better than these guys, and I'm ready to show that in every sport. I might throw on the gloves for regular boxing one day. Who knows?
So yeah, you're an interesting guy like that. You can continue to train all different every genre of combat sport and not get it fucked up at all, right? It doesn't, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to put it into words, but usually if somebody's focusing on one thing, they're focusing on one thing. But you're just kind of like doing it all, and nothing really bothers you, right?
Yeah, not at all. Like I said, I really like to stay prepared for whatever, and I really feel like it's easy pickings when it comes to MMA and throwing hands. But everybody in there just wants to grapple after you hit them once or twice, And BKFC gives me full freedom to express myself, and so I love it, man. I truly feel I was tailor-made for this sport.
And your fight coming up is at 135 pounds. Is that where you plan to stay, or is 135, 145, 155? Is there a range where you're willing to fight, or what are you trying to do?
As of now, getting that 135 strap is the main focus. And I would like to get the 45 strap as well, because Kai Stewart sucks donkey nuts. But it's inevitable that Brandon Allen gets the belt, and that's my dog. You know what I mean? So who knows? I might go up to 55 and beat one of those bigger fellas up.
It's very surprising to me that you don't like Kai Stewart. Can you explain?
I just think he's a cornball, man. I just think he's goofy. He's playing a character, and he brings numbers, so I respect the shit out of what he's doing. But I think his mustache is silly.
You don't like the mustache, huh? You don't like the old school, like bare knuckle mustache,
I can't get behind it, bro.
Like this guy right here, John L. Sullivan mustache.
I got the fucking thing, right?
Nice, yeah.
But there's no mustache.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. The reason I say that is because, we know Kai. We've hung out with Kai. He's been on the show a whole bunch of times. We've been to a bunch of events with him. Everybody calls him out. Guy. He's the guy that people, not even in his division, are calling him out. They want to fight him. And he knows that. Like, everybody wants to punch him in the face. I guess it's a good problem to have if you're in fight. If you're,
it is, bro. Any business is a good business, and he gets the attention he deserves. I'll tell you guys straight up, I respect the shit out of his hustle. I respect the goofy little character or whatever. I'm sure he's a solid dude overall. But in front of the camera, I think he's a fucking dork, man. All respect.
He is so good at getting everybody to hate him.
Bro.
I don't know if that's what he's trying to do, but if that's what he's trying to do, he's doing it brilliantly, because he gets everybody hating his ass.
I have some people who grew up with him and can confirm he's just playing to the cameras a little bit.
So you know what?
Breaking the fifth wall, kayfabe, as they say.
Breaking the fifth wall. So, dude, the shift combat's got their shit together, huh, man? Like you just mentioned that 135 title is something that you're going to go after. You got Brandon Allen at 145. You got the 175 and the 185 champs there. Crystal Pittman's getting better and better every time at 135. That fucking gym is is what's up, man. What do you got to say about the team that you're involved with right now?
I just think that they figured it out. Whatever it is, they figured it out. They do it better than the rest of these guys, and there's a reason that Shift has the record it does overall. And I know it's just going to continue to get better from here. Like you said, everybody's getting better, and there's guys in there that nobody even knows about yet. Yeah, everybody's going to know soon.
They got any heavyweights in there? They got any like big guys in there?
We get some bigger fellas, yeah, some bigger ones, 205 and up, yeah.
It's got to be the fucking gym of the year right now, right, Mike?
It is, bro. Gym of this year, gym of next year. You know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that way for a while, and there's other gyms that have been doing well over the last few years. But I just feel like if you put a record out there for wins, titles, defenses, all that, I think they are sneaking. They're sneaking away.
100%.
With the title. They could. We might have to add an award or two this year, and that might have to be one of them. We have to do like gym or coach or something. We were gonna do best dressed, BKFC personality or something. Who do you think would win that?
Come on. The name starts with a J and ends with a hot.
I love that guy.
I think he goes there with 3 outfits, because when we were in Kansas, we were in Wichita, and he had on his outfit that we first saw him in. Then he changed, and I feel like he was in like a turtleneck, white,
with the blue sweater.
Pants, right?
Yeah, he had the blue sweater and the white pants.
Got some blood on it. Next thing you know, he's in another outfit. So I'm like, does he have? He comes here with 2 hangers of clothes with an outfit on. He's walking in with 2 hangers. Like, come on. And it's not just regular clothes. This is like dress up shit. This is shit that like you only wear once in a while, and he's got it ready to go. He's got 2 sets of it.
Bro, Jihad will train us in a button-up jeans and some dress shoes, bro. He don't give a damn.
In that hot-ass gym? Oh, my God.
Hot as hell, bro. He barely sweating. We've been there before. He made up, man. It's different.
Yeah, Kyle and I went there one time. We had a very hard. We've told the story a couple of times. We went there. We're driving there. We're like, we're following the directions on the GPS, and it brings us into this fenced-in area. And there's a car, and I say this car, I don't know if it's still is the car still there? That's all burned up, or is it gone? Because there was a car at the end of the building, and it looked like it had been set on fire and just left there, right? So we were like, I don't think we're in the right area. And we ride around the fence and we go down, and then we see a garage door open up, and there they are in 140-degree, 100% humidity gym. There's everybody training with Brandon Allen about to make his. I think it was his second walk. He was at BKFC Camp 2, and he's going to fight Steve-O Morris on short notice. Yep. And we met him there. And of course, we know Crystal and Jared and all them, 300, all those guys. Love them all. They're all fantastic people. When did you start training there with them?
I signed with them about, I want to say, I'll put 15 months on it. So a year and some change. And I popped my head out like once in a while. So I've been with them a year and a half or so, a little less.
Nice. So you're going in there against Derek Perez, and in Sturgis, by the way. I don't like when they told you that you're gonna when they let you know that they got you a fight. It didn't matter what the name was, right? When they said I got you a fight. So the Derek Perez part didn't matter. So you say yes to the fight. Did they tell you it was going to be at Sturgis Bike Rally beforehand, or when they said that, were you like, oh shit, this is going to be fucking crazy?
Man, they said Sturgis, and I was like, what the fuck is a Sturgis?
Oh, dude.
Did you look it up?
But I found out quick. I said Sturgis to all my folks, like my mom and them, and she was like, oh, Michael. I was like, oh, what?
It's going to be fucking nuts.
Do you know, on average, there's 500,000 people that go to this every year. Yeah, and in 2016, they said there was over 750,000 people who came to a town that I think there's 7,500 something people that live in that town.
Yeah, wow. Food for everybody, bro.
In the place that you guys are fighting at, the Buffalo Chip, it holds something like 40 to 50,000 people there.
Yeah, we filling that place to the brim, bro. I'm gonna blow the roof off the place.
I can't even fucking. Me and Mike will be out
Can't
there.
wait.
Like we're gonna be out there
cannot
for
wait.
this one.
Bro, just 1 second with me, boys. You gotta envision, right? Use imaginations here. We all got them.
Got it.
Close your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be fucking.
I can hear the bikes revving up super loud. You know how loud those bikes are. Insane.
Yeah,
Can you
bro.
imagine 40,000 40,000 bikes revving up out there? You ever see WCW Nitro? Do you remember WCW wrestling?
Oh, of course.
Do you remember when they went to Sturgis and there was like tons of people there?
Yeah, bro.
It was
I'm
insane.
so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now, boys. I'm telling you.
I wonder who else is gonna be there, because I heard some rumors. I heard Kid Rock was gonna be there, and like a bunch
Yeah,
of
they put on concerts like the whole
Yeah.
time, and this is going to be the first, like I think the first and second day that it's like from the 2nd all the way to the 11th, I believe.
Bro,
So,
it's gonna
people
be,
gonna be hyped
cool
up.
if they brought like the Sons of Anarchy guys out or whatever the name.
that would be cool as fuck. And you also got a good opponent to put on a show with, because Derek Perez is a fucking tough guy that gets in bloody fucking wars every time he goes out there. So I don't know if you're gonna be in the ring long enough to put on a bloody war, but I mean, you've obviously taken a look at your opponent since you found out his name. You probably already knew who he was. He's fought some pretty good
I looked
guys.
at him a time or two, you know. I respect his experience and stuff, but we ain't gonna be in there long.
Man, so when you talk about like your opponent that you're fighting has fought guys like Keith Richardson and Ryan Reber and these guys, what are your thoughts about the rest of that 135-pound division? I just named 2 of them, like you and Ryan Reber. Like, how does a Ryan Reber fight go? Not looking past Derek Perez, but if you're talking about wanting to make noise and run towards the 135-pound title, these are guys that you're going to have to run through. So talk about yourself and how you match up against these guys.
First of all, Ryan Reber is a great friend of mine. And if all things work out the way we both wanted to, we've talked about it. We don't want to fight each other. But if it comes down to it, I think he would give me more of a fight than the rest of the division.
Reber is from like 10 minutes from me.
Right around the way, man.
Yeah. He so from you right now, right? He's from close to you right now. Yeah. But when he was growing up as a kid, I found out the first time Mike and I were at one of the events he was fighting at.
Orlando.
They announced, in Orlando,
Adams versus Kleckler card.
Yeah, they announced Ryan Reber from Clearwater, Florida, by way of New London, Connecticut, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like 10 minutes from New London, Connecticut. So me and him started talking, and we knew all the same people, and I was like, man, what a small world. Fucking love that dude, bro.
Yeah, he's rock solid. But as far as the rest of the division goes, I think Keith will put him second to Ryan, and I'll smash Keith. I just got to get that out of the way.
What do you think about that fight? Did you know that was going to happen with the Blas?
Oh man, I think Keith believed in his power a little too much, so he went in there reckless. I think if he went in a little more measured, we would have seen a different fight. Because Keith is a fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, that took. I thought for sure. Like I'm not trying to hate on Blas or anything, but with the experience level alone, and just seeing how Keith fights and what he did to Reggie Barnett, I was like, we might give him a little bit of a fight. But
I really think that was just an off night for Keith. Like I said, I think he just had too much power, like confidence in his power. I had money on that motherfucker winning. I thought he was gonna win.
Yeah, that blew me away. I was like,
Keith,
wow.
you owe me money if you see this.
So what do you think that the BKFC does with that division with Blas at 135 pounds with the belt? Do you think Ryan gets a shot at him next, or do you think they run it back with
Ryan
Keith?
Deserves a shot, man. Ryan deserves it. He's the only guy that makes sense. Can you name the rest of the 5? Like, name the top 5 to me.
Yeah, Keith Richardson, Ryan Reber, Justin Ibarola, Chris Garcia, and Abdil Velasquez, which I'm not exactly sure what.
I'm not. Why is Abby Velasquez still in the top 5? I don't know.
Should be, but we don't got to talk about that.
No, I could tell you.
Ibarola.
Ibarola, yeah. Joy Boy.
Right?
Yep. Joy Boy, he calls himself.
Joy Boy. Yeah, he's all right. He's
Travis Thompson maybe should be in that spot possibly.
Thompson's a G. He's an OG
Yeah.
in the game. I would like that fight. Respectfully, like, all due respect, I would like that fight because that's a good name on the resume. Ibarolo's all right, but he ain't fought nobody. You know what I mean? He needs to fight somebody to be in that conversation for me personally.
Mike, you didn't say Reggie's not in the rankings
No, he got
anymore?
taken out. Remember?
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
So a few months back, Reggie got taken off of the
for
roster
personal reasons, right?
or like personal reasons. And they have not put him back on. So whether or not he got in touch with BKFC or something happened where they put out like, hey, he's not in the rankings anymore. He's not fighting right now, as far as we know. I actually tried to get in touch with him a couple of times. He didn't answer me back, but his mom did. And she said, he's all right. You know, whatever. When he wants to talk to people and do his thing, he will. So I don't know, but that's why he's not in there.
Yeah, I pray and wish nothing but the best for that man. I would have liked that one on the resume, but you know, life happens. And if I'm not mistaken, he's getting a little older for what he's in. No offense to anybody who's older than me, but that's not his spot anymore, you know.
For the guys that are in the comment section that are excited to see you fight Derek Perez,
I wish I could see, bro.
It doesn't come up for you on the side.
How excited should they be? Is it gonna last long enough for them to be excited, or are you gonna make it exciting no matter how fast this fight goes? You're saying it's not gonna take long. I believe that's what you said. So how, you know?
Well, you guys have seen it, man. Whether I'm in there for 10 seconds or a whole 60 seconds, I'm entertaining. Nice. I'll make sure when I sleep, it's entertaining.
It's gonna be fucking great, man. Oh God, this is of all the events. To be honest with you, this one is just feeling a little different, obviously, because the Sturgis Bike Rally, the pure massiveness of the venue, the Buffalo Chip. I just can't even imagine what it's gonna be like for you guys, dude.
I'm so unbelievably excited, bro. Like I
said, Jihad? What is Jihad gonna wear? Now, Jihad is Jihad
his best chaps.
Now, is Jihad gonna go
Jihad's
all out
favorite pair of chaps?
Is he gonna buy like Harley boots and like put on like because you know I think it's outdoors, so you can't be wearing no dress shoes, no fucking Italian dress shoes or white pants and shit out in the outdoor.
Yeah, people are gonna be in their leather chaps and assless whatnots, and they're gonna be sweating their nuts off, man. It's gonna smell like latex, cigarette smoke. It's gonna be fucking weird, but it's gonna be a good time.
Jihad says, "I'm riding a bike to the ring." That's what he said. Like Undertaker, bro. Fucking American badass.
I'll do the whole shit. Come on.
Dude, I can't even imagine. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. So after Sturgis, we are exactly halfway through the 2024 year, and this is our first time seeing you in the BKFC Squared Circle. Are you trying to get two more in before the end of the year? Trying to stay busy?
Yeah, I would love to go again. September, October, November, all three of them don't matter to me, bro. I'm gonna get in and get out, and then be like, hey, David, who's next? I want top 5, bro. I need top 5. It only makes sense after I start this fellow, because he's got some names and he's lost some names and blah blah blah. But I'm ready for the next thing. I'm not looking past them. Don't mistake it. But I'm ready to go through them, and I'm ready to go through the whole division.
Man. I like you guys are fucking
that fight weekend is going to be unbelievable. I cannot wait for it. I'm telling you, this is like it's so exciting, right? That my boss at work and 2 of the soldiers from my platoon are flying into Denver, Colorado, spending the night there, and then the next day they're going to drive 6 hours to South Dakota so that they can get to the weigh-ins, hang out, go there, hang out afterwards, go to the fights the next day, hang out, and then drive back to Denver and hang out there for a night and fly back home. That's how bad they want to come to the Sturgis.
Tell them, make sure they get a picture with me, bro. I got to meet these guys. That's
they definitely will. They will be there, and they're a couple of Though there's 3 of them. One of them's quietly wild, if that makes sense, and the other 2 are rambunctious. They're going to be off the wall. So
Quietly
yeah.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my guys is like, he's like quiet, but then all of a sudden something crazy. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys. He's always quiet. Right? He's always listening, and he just pop like we'll just be in work, and he's super quiet for 2 or 3 hours. You don't even know he's there, and then all of a sudden, boom, he'll just hit you with something. You'll turn and just look at him like, dude, what? What did you just say? He's like that, man.
Like a happy dog.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, we're excited about this. Obviously, you hear it. You want to take a minute and talk to the audience and just shoot a message out to the BKFC or to your opponent or to anybody that's listening. Take a minute and say a few things.
Shout out to all my sponsors, man. If I don't get to you, I apologize, but you know who you are. Brave Collective, Concord Syndicate, Donut, Asher, and them. Shout out Team Reaper for hopping on the shorts, MMA Tico for helping me over all these years, man. My family, anybody that supports me, whether we talk or it's from a distance and you're a fan. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for having me.
Hell yeah.
And I'm ready to reintroduce myself to the world as the best.
Let's go.
Before we let you go here, almost forgot, courtesy of the Extreme BK fans page, you know, Russ Maxim, he's sending this signed picture of you to the first person in the comments that can answer this question. What BKFC fighter did Michael Larrimore face in his amateur MMA career? What fighter? Now, this fighter actually fought on a card that we talked about earlier. So that's a little hint for whoever's going to guess this answer.
Papa G, don't say the answer.
Don't say the answer.
Dude, I don't even think Papa G knows the fucking answer.
Okay, so you did fight somebody who actually fought at BKFC. I'm going to say it was at Tampa too. We were just talking about that card because Brandon Allen fought Steve Morris on that card.
Hey, we good folks. I know.
Reggie Barnett fought on that
good
card.
Folks. I know who you talk about.
Yep. So he fought on that card, and you fought him amateur MMA at like WCFL 25 World Class Fight League. So if anybody can get, let me look and see if anybody's got it here.
No shot,
put the answer in the comments. I think a quick Google search.
Yeah, get your goddamn Google fingers together.
If you went on Tapology.
Tapology misses so much shit. I don't even know if it's on there, to be honest with you.
It's so easy. If you go to Tapology, it's right there. And
it is not Steve-O.
Yeah.
No, it's not Steve. We almost
there you go. You got the answer right there, Mike. Oh, yeah, no, it's spelt wrong.
He did misspell it, but I'm going to give it. I got him. Okay, there you go.
You got it right.
Boom.
There we go.
So let's bring this up on the screen.
My God.
Alex Tierney.
Yeah,
that is correct for ambidextrous. Good job, man.
Alex Tierney fought twice that night.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, I seen backstage. He's known for that. We almost fought at weigh-ins, bro.
That was a wild
outside against HD Davis and the whole thing.
And the little fella, his little sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. HD's cool. HD's good folks, though. I don't know about that.
To us, everybody's cool. That's the thing. We're always like, okay, you know, like you talk about Kai Stewart. He's not going to talk shit about you.
Are you
now.
talking about?
Are you
talking about Brian Duran?
Because nah, not the chicken head.
No.
He calls himself Rambo or something.
Oh, Rambo LaFleur. It was Rambo. Okay, so he was there that night too. I know that Gogo was there. HD, Rambo. Okay, Rambo.
Yeah, Alex
they were all there to see
bro.
Jared.
I'm the only guy that Alex has ever fought. He's become homies with. He hates everybody.
He's a fiery dude for sure.
Before I take the name off the screen, ambidextrous. Message us right. So how about this? Let's make it easy for you. Let me bring up the banner here. Write to us at missionaccomplished@gmail.com. Send your address, and we will get that over to you as soon as possible. That is courtesy of the Extreme BKFC fans page. Russ Maxim, he's over there doing big things, man. Thank you, Russ, for that picture, and maybe we'll send you a couple other things with that picture. So. Yep. Thank you so much. Papa G, thank you so much for coming on tonight. We'll wrap this up. We won't keep you much longer. And Kyle, you have anything else before we move this along? Or?
I don't, man. Hey, we'll make sure we get up with you in the shift guys out in Sturgis, because it's gonna be a blast. And we have a good time every time we hang out with all the dudes from shift. We have a blast anyway. This time we get to see you fight. We're gonna hang out. We'll have a good time. We'll make some memories.
It's gonna be a real good time, man. Thank you guys for having me. And I can't
Absolutely. Everybody, make sure that you are tuned in on August 3rd, Perez versus Larrimore at Sturgis. This is going to be insane. We're going to have tons of content from that weekend. It's going to be crazy. I don't even know what the hell. I couldn't even tell you. Crazy shit's going to happen. We're going to see a lot of things. There's going to be fighting in the ring. There's going to be fighting outside the ring. I'm sure we're going to see bands. There's going to be boobies everywhere. There's going to be motorcycles so loud you can't even think. There's going to be lots of good food, barbecue food. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great damn time. Thank you so much, Michael Larrimore, for coming on. You're welcome back anytime. Everybody else that's tuned in, hey, stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey, have a good night. Take it easy.
Later, Mike.
God bless you guys, man.
With 3 punch combination from Ruben Warr. Big right hand lands from Robbie Peralta. Coming now from Coach's right. Nice going to knock down number 2. That was clean on the way. Good left hand from Peralta. That turns straight round. Wallace after the flurry circling out. Big right hand knock down number 4. That is the fight, and that is the win for Dan Petty.
Oh yeah. Everybody in the comment section, drop your favorite word for boobies. What do you call them?
Boobies.
Milk bungalows.
I hate them, but that's all. I hate them so much, but they'll be everywhere. I'm sure of that.
Remember when Theo Vaughn called them milk bungalows?
Milk bungalows.
And milk bungalows, puppies, knockers. I'm
gonna have to change the when you have to go in and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna switch it to monetization. You have to pick certain categories. There's violence, and there's 3 different categories. And the worse the violence is, the less people are gonna advertise on your shit. I'm gonna have to go in there and change it to sexual talk. Sexual talk.
This is Okay, we got
Guavas,
we
yes.
got knockers, puppies, African teardrops, fun bags, jugs,
African
feed bags, guavas,
Russ, jugs,
banana hammock, banana hammock.
That's
saddlebags.
I know socks and oranges. I've heard that before. For the real oldies. Look at them socks and oranges. Yajima.
Oh, dude, dirty pillows. I love it. Yeah, keep it going, guys. Hey, both of those guys have potential to be big names in the BKFC, I think.
Yeah.
I think Ruben has really jumped on the scene by storm this year. 2024, we're only in July right now. He's about to fight for his 3rd time. And you heard his fucking story. It's crazy. Unfortunately, his girl left him, but when he puts it into perspective there, and he was like, I think maybe she just thought it was a little too, he's getting his house kicked in and robbed, and he's getting his car shot at, and maybe the leaving with another man thing is a shot in the nuts for sure, but maybe getting out of that life is something she was looking for. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you know what? He's in a good position. I don't think he's gonna have a hard time finding another girl when it's time to find her. He's up there. He's main eventing. He's fit. He's hopefully going to be pulling in lots of money. He's got a good job. Check that Better Business Bureau. You know what I'm saying? People are giving him the good reviews. So hey, he's doing good. Don't let it distract you.
Yeah. And Papa G, we've been hearing, we hear a lot about Papa G from
Papa Shango,
from these guys.
I might, Joe Ivy, I might date him.
But you know what?
I'm married though.
You know what he reminds me of though? The hype when his teammates talk about him and his coaches talk about him, it's very much like when Ryan used to talk about Bryce Henry.
So everybody knows what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? You remember Bryce Henry, those guys used to talk about him like he is the dark horse best in the business
Yeah,
at his weight.
he needs to get a fight ASAP, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be seeing that. I just personally, I don't know if I think that ship may have sailed. I don't know, but it doesn't sound good to me.
We'll see him again.
But like the way these guys talk about, the way the shift guys talk about Mike Larrimore is very much the way that they used to talk about Bryce Henry. And I'm excited to see him get back in there. I know we saw him back in November, but it seems like longer ago. And Derek Perez is an exciting fighter. He gets into some wars out there. So maybe this will be a fucking show stealer. I don't know. Where is Bryce Henry? Howie Atherton asks. Bryce, listen, man. Bryce is top 3 in that division, right? Or top 2, 1 or 2. Is he number 2 or 3? Where is he, Mike? And his management and those guys believe it's a title shot or nothing with him. We all know that Frank
number 3 behind Palomino and Soto. So
yes,
there you go.
Franco Tenaglia and Tony Soto are fighting for the title.
Yeah.
So with Soto and him and Tenaglia fighting for the title, Bryce isn't getting that title shot. And they said it's either a title shot or nothing. I'm pretty sure he's going back to glove boxing, and he's 21 years old, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he'll bounce around.
21. He's gonna go box. He's gonna
have boxing match.
Full in boxing. He's 6'4" at 155 pounds. The kid is a monster. So he's gonna go box. And I'm sure he's gonna do great, and he's probably gonna make a fucking ton of money. So.
Yeah. He's done he's done
right. Yeah, he's a
boxing back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm sure when the opportunity presents itself, he'll be there. He'll be back and forth. He's got a lot of life to live, that kid. And he's very talented.
Young. He's brand new, dude. Like, think about you. And I think about myself at 21 years old. I didn't know what the fucking world was. I was on my first deployment. I was a fucking little twerp. I was learning everything I can learn from a grizzly old E7 that was trying to teach me the way of the world. This kid is in a combat sport world, which is a grimy. Let's all be honest. It's a fucking grimy world, all right? It's and anybody in the business knows it's not the fucking easiest world to live in. And he's 21 or maybe 22 now, but he's young as fuck. He's got a lot of life ahead of him, a long time, and he is just getting started. So I'm sure Bryce Henry is gonna do fucking fine wherever he's at.
They have him at 23 years old.
23 now?
BKFC website. So, but
I thought he was younger than that. But either way, 23 is a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I felt like I heard about him for like 2 years before I saw him fight. I'm looking right now to see if there. Yeah, it says 23 on BoxRec also. So
okay, so he's 23 now. So either way, man, he hasn't even gotten his fucking adult muscles yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's gonna fucking
right.
swap.
Yeah, he doesn't have his old man strength yet. Yeah. And let's talk about just real quick before we leave tonight. I want to take this time to spotlight somebody that's in the comments right now. It could be you. If you think I'm talking about you, it could be you. You're going to find out in about 1 second who I'm talking about. And it's somebody who I believe put on a fantastic showing just a few weeks ago. That man to the left. G. Perez,
look at this guy.
Comments. What's up, G? We haven't seen you for a while. We will see you hopefully in Sturgis. However, I do want to say this. And if people want to say I'm kissing your ass, then I'm kissing your ass, man. I thought you fought fantastic. I love like the fight. It was super crisp, man. I thought he looked great in that fight, Kyle. Did you watch the fight?
I did watch it. Yep.
I thought he looked fantastic.
I thought, yeah. And
I would like to see him fight like Travis Thompson or someone like that. I know he wants to fight 125. That's fine, but I would like to see him fight somebody like that, with Travis Thompson, you know, somebody who has a few more fights. And because I just
I
thought
said
he
a
looked
name
very
the other
clean. I
day.
like his stance. I like the way he moves in there. I like he's just in and out, very calm, very precise shots. Like I was.
Oh, I know.
I thought he did so well. So
I know.
I was
So I was
impressed, man.
talking to someone the other day, and I was saying the same thing. I thought G looked great, and
Yeah.
the person I was talking to was saying that he thought he should have took out Albert quicker, and I'm like, Albert's
Albert's kind of like
Albert's a fucking dog, dude. He's
yeah.
Albert's a fucking dog. So like,
He will keep coming forward. He's
getting
not
rid
the
of
type of
Albert.
guy that's just gonna lay down.
You know what fight I would have liked to see, and maybe this is like jumping like way too soon, but
Yeah.
and he's gone now. I do like rookie Big Ben. Shout out to you right there. G versus rookie Randall. I do like that one. Jared Grant. If Jared Grant was still around,
Yeah, I know.
Jared Grant and G are very similar in their fucking crispness. Like you said, their boxing styles. That one would have been fucking nice, I think. But Jared's gone. That would have been a cool one. There you go. Drop who you think Cutman should fight next, because I do like the rookie Randall call by Big Ben right there.
Yep. Yeah,
he could fight.
He wanted to go 125.
Like David Diaz beat Albert Inclon as well, and Diaz puts on fucking dirty, nasty wars. It could be a clash of styles right there, but maybe G with his his real crisp boxing and his in and out movement and like his precision against an absolute fucking lunatic like our boy David Diaz. Maybe that one would be interesting. Russ says Chancey Wilson. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do with him next.
Yeah, I do wonder. Yeah, there's a few people that's in the 125. I would, I like what I saw. Can't wait to see him fight again.
You know what fight surprised me? And I don't know why it surprised me. Maybe it's just because I thought Cedeno
yeah.
That Zuckerman Cedeno fight,
Yep.
like really surprised me. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that dude Zuckerman was tagging him.
I think it surprised Cedeno too.
And Cedeno
absolutely surprised.
How many times did he get knocked down? It was like, it had to be like 6 times, right? It was a bunch of times. Like he kept
I can't quite remember.
He kept getting cracked and fucking hitting the canvas and getting back up and getting cracked and wobbly legs hitting the canvas. I was like, God damn, dude, this guy Zuckerman surprised me. I don't know. What do you think was going to happen? I thought Cedeno was.
Yeah, I thought Cedeno was going to win that fight.
I
don't even know the other guy at all. I have no idea. No offense. I just didn't know him. So usually when you have a guy that you just never really heard of, saw anything, and you've seen this other guy fight, you've seen him fight in other promotions that are, a while back I've seen Cedeno.
And the guy that owns Facebook goes in here and beats Cedeno?
Yeah, I know. Mark Zuckerberg. He's been practicing jiu-jitsu. Who knew he was a bare knuckle fighter with long hair too? But I was super surprised by that. And if people are wondering why we're talking about the June 21st fights now, is because we've been away for like 2.5 weeks.
You know what? I like a lot of these requests are pretty good, man. Like I said, Big Ben said Rookie Randall. Russ Maxim said Chancey Wilson, but then he also said J.R. Ridge. There was another one that just popped up here. There you go. Abby Velasquez just beat Travis Thompson.
Yep.
Maybe there you go, man. These are all pretty good. I think and G sells, like he's popular. I think you could pretty much match him up with any one of those guys. Put it on a Florida card, put it on September 13th and fucking let him go.
Yeah. Yep. And see, look at that. Howie, one fight he missed, and it was that one. Because that was the one. That's one of those ones that you think like, that's a gimme. That's got to be the gimme one.
Oh my God,
one of the gimmies, and it was not one of the gimmies. So that's why we love fighting, right? That's what makes us love combat sports, because when you think you know everything, when you think you've seen everything, boom, Zuckerman steps out of the Facebook realm and knocks Cedeno out. So Cedeno.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not the guy that owns Facebook. It's Zuckerman.
Zuckerman.
Oh,
Okay, whatever. Same
Zuckerman.
thing.
Hey, a
Same thing.
sucker.
Same difference. But yeah, anyways.
Dude, I can't believe. Wait a second. So now that we're talking about these fights, we have not been
Yes.
on here since that event.
Yeah, because
That is fucking
we talked
yeah.
to those guys
Wow, man.
before the fights, and then the fights happened.
I guess that's what happens
Did
when
we
we
have?
take
Oh,
3
maybe
weeks
we
off.
did have.
So wait a minute. Let's talk about this for a second. So like, David Simpson in Merc season. I said before that fight on one of these episodes, I said I think people better recognize that David Simpson is a fucking beast, and he has only fought beasts, and he goes toe to toe with fucking beasts. And the last time he lost, he got KO'd, but it was against the fucking reigning 175-pound champion Dave Mundell.
Yeah.
Watch out for this one. Dave Simpson's going to be a guy you want to put in your parlays. He fucking did it. Marcus Suarez stepped in there against a very tough task that night, and it didn't work out for him, but learning experience for Merc season. Shout out to David Simpson and the No Quarter Combatives guys for that win there. That was big. We got to talk about the 3 title fights, right? Because we haven't been on here.
Sorry, not this one. My bad. This one. Vicens versus
this
Shaw. There's been a lot of things going on with this one, right? We could probably talk about this. Maybe we'll do it.
So here's the thing. I would have to go back and rewatch this one because I don't remember like egregious back of the head shots.
Just go to Shaw's page. She has posted it.
Just from memory, I don't I must have not been paying attention too much during this one or something. Maybe I was just like off, in and out of
I don't
fight.
think they were, I don't think like Vicens went out there trying to punch her in the back of the head, but she definitely threw some punches and was hitting her in the back of the head. So
She put something out today that she did the same thing to Jod, and I don't remember that either. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch those 2 fights.
Yeah, she said something about an accident, but I didn't know if she was saying if it was punches in back of the head or something else. But yeah,
she, in that long post that
she
she put on a big post today, right in the post, she said something about hitting people in the back of the head. Same thing you did to Jod Masan Wong. She deserves a rematch as well.
Yeah, I did see that, but I didn't know that she was referencing punches in the back of the head to Jod.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's how I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another win for Christine Vicens and or Vicens, and I noticed that she lands herself at number 4 in the top 5 now in the flyweight division. So I don't know.
She's number.
What is she now?
Oh geez, I don't know what goes on with the website.
Because there's 3 number 2s.
There's 3 number 2s. Make sense of that. I don't understand. So she is 1, 2, 3 down the row. She's the number 2.
I love how 2 of the number 2s are fighting each other for a 115-pound title at Sturgis. Get them the fuck out of the 125.
Yeah, I mean, if Britain's not going to fight there anymore, but she's only lost to Christine. So like, if she's going to be the 115-pound champ and just fight at 115.
I noticed Perdomo, and talk about rankings. Perdomo got the win again. He's sitting at number 4. He's a fucking beast.
Holy shit.
What do you do with that guy next, man? Like, you know what? Remember when we talked to Pat Brady? Him and Brady would be a good one. I think that would be nice. If Brady wants tough competition and he wants to like shoehorn himself right into a fucking top 5 conversation, maybe he
was supposed to fight Steve Banks,
Perdomo.
right?
Perdomo was supposed to fight Steve Banks. Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe Brady gets him next, or maybe Brady fights Steve Banks and then the winner gets Perdomo. But that kid is something, man. He's dangerous in that heavyweight division. I cannot wait to see where he goes from here because Leo Bercier is a fucking tough guy, and he beat him pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah. That's he
beat him up pretty good.
He really did. It was pretty crazy. Who does he fight? Not sure, but he's definitely top 5 material. And just by the way he moves, swings, he's fast, he's very precise. Like that guy is
Dude,
He's
maybe
gonna be
Josh
a problem.
Watson.
He's a
Hey,
problem.
maybe Josh Watson, if he goes out and gets a win in Sturgis, Josh Watson in Perdomo would be a fucking interesting one. Two
Yep.
super fucking stout heavyweights that hit really hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one. And then you get Ibarola, he remains undefeated. That kid's he's a showman for sure.
He is. Yeah.
He gets the pageantry of the whole sporting world as
He's got
well
Conor
as
McGregor watching him and posting his stuff.
yeah. So another win for him. Rick Caruso, always a friend of the show.
Love
Is
Slick
always
Rick. He'll be
Slick
back.
Rick's a tough night out for everybody. So another win for him. And now let's get into the 3 title fights before we wrap up here, because I do want to talk about these. We brushed over this without really talking about it earlier, but I mentioned all the titles going to shift. Jared Warren is a fucking stud, huh? he's a fucking stud.
Yeah, Jomi went in there and
he's kicking himself in his ass for his performance.
He is because when he went in there, he didn't really put together any combinations or anything.
No.
Ryan was really mad at him for it. He was yelling at him like, "You got to do this," and you're lucky I'm not stopping the fight because it's a title fight. I'm gonna let you go out there and try to get it done. But yeah, he wasn't really following up his shots. I'm not sure why. We'll talk to him again.
This is the second time
he
though.
Put out something, but
we definitely we got to talk to him about this.
Yeah,
because I fear, and I hope he doesn't take offense to this. I fear that he has maybe Donald Cerrone syndrome.
Yeah, he can.
You know what I mean by that?
Better, but when he goes in, kind of checks out somehow.
Yes, Donald Cerrone always checked out of the big fights, and I'm not saying that Jomi checked out of this fight, but he did the exact same thing this fight that he did in the first fight, where he never followed anything up. He never threw combinations. He just relied on a jab.
Yeah, Cerrone would go out there and just absolutely just demolish people.
Yes,
win fights, win big fights.
Himself.
He'd win some against some big names too. But then all of a sudden he'd get in there, he looked like a totally different person. You're like, what? Why is he not doing what we know he can do? Like, why didn't he do that? And sometimes, sure, like you might be fighting somebody and they just like that person's just got your number. But I felt like there were some opportunities in that fight that he just really wasn't taking advantage of. And he knows that. And he put out a couple of things too. So yeah, we know he's kicking himself in the ass. But you know what? Joey will be back. He's a former champion. Sure, he'll make it back up there again. He's a good fighter. Congrats to Jared. Jared's out there fucking man. He's been on a tear for the last couple years here. He's just won. He's won many fights and he's fought many people. Okay. He just knocked out, just before this, he went out overseas and it was in the ring for like a minute.
Yeah. Danny Christie, who is an absolute stud himself. It's just like another great performance for Jared and Shift Combat, man. Like we keep putting them on a pedestal right now, but it's easy to put the Shift Combat gym on a pedestal right now because all they do is fucking win. They got quite a run going right now. So
he has so let's go back. So in 2020, that's when he had the loss to Dyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the time they put him against Zion Tomlinson, who was, I think he was 2-0, and Zion was that guy, right? He was like, oh man, Zion's going to be the next big thing in the division. He went in there and really busted his eye socket or something. Remember that? Then
I thought he broke. Yeah, did he break his orbital? I'm pretty sure he did.
May have. He was really he was hurt from that. Then he fought Scott O'Shaughnessy, who was another guy. He fought David Simpson. They had a good beef down in Biloxi, and he fought Scott O'Shaughnessy at in Jackson. What was that? Jackson Convention Complex. Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, it was in Jackson, Mississippi. So I was like, where the hell's Jackson? He fought. So Scott O'Shaughnessy fought, Jared Warren, and Jared Warren did the same thing to him. He hit him, and then remember Scott O'Shaughnessy got hurt, and then kind of paused for a second and was like,
I think Jared's power.
He got hit and was like, waited a second and then was like, oh shit. Like he was almost stunned by the force of the shot, and he beat him. Then go to Wichita, right? He fought Isaac Doolittle.
Yeah. That
A lot
one
of people
could have
think that,
easily been his.
yeah, so Isaac won the majority decision there. Very well could have gone to Jared. Since then, he has not lost a fight. He beat Jomi. He beat Jay Jackson in the fight where I feel like he was he had the force, the glow around him in that fight. He didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he got hit one time. Then he fought Josh Dyer. That was a no contest. And then Danny Christie knocked him out, and then he fought Escoboza again just now and got the title. And all of that has happened in just a few years time. He's fought some pretty good names and knocked out a bunch of people.
I think he's got a power advantage over like everybody in the 185-pound division, not named Lorenzo Hunt, but Lorenzo's never going back to 185. When Jared hits people, it fucks their whole world up. Like you said, Zion, Zion was touching him in that fight. He was touching him up, and then Jared hit him with the fucking straight shot right down the middle to the orbital and ended his night. You said it yourself. He popped Scott O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy was in La La Land. Right in the comments a little earlier on Instagram over here, somebody said Jomi was buzzed. He got hit hard, and it rattled him.
Yeah.
I think maybe Jared just has that difference maker, dude. He's got that difference maker.
He got knocked down a couple times.
Right. But I don't think it takes much from a Jared Warren punch. You know what I mean? I think he just has
clear power there.
He has grown man, fucking fireman strength. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's a force. So I don't know what they do next for that one. I'm interested.
Real quick, not to go too far off course, but Jason, he's asking what's going on with Lorenzo Hunt CSAC situation. Well, we did touch on it earlier, and there cannot be any more appeal, I don't think, because there was 2 options given to Lorenzo. He did choose to appeal. The second hearing happened on June 10th, and he did not go to it. So they decided to go with their initial Andy Foster, what he wanted to do, and it was $40,000 fine, $500 for the failed piss test he has to pay out of his pocket, 18 months suspension, and then either by the end of the suspension or after the suspension's over, he needs 6 straight clean piss tests, and I believe he has to pay for those out of his own pocket. And if they're $500 a piece, that's $3,000. So Lorenzo, now maybe there's some legality that his management can get into to maybe get him in there earlier. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm almost positive it's done. Like, that is what it is. It's stamped. I actually wrote to CSAC. They wrote back to me, and that is what they told me, that he could have had them test the B sample, and he said he was going to appeal, but when they had the other hearing, they didn't hear from him, and then that was it. So they said, this is what he got, and that's how it's going to be. Oh, other than that, I don't know all the legalities going forward. So that is that could be only for California, not true. They said anywhere. He is suspended from fighting across the country.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but it's a situation that I think these guys have fucking gotten themselves into, and they got to fight their way out of it. So, listen, I've had this conversation with a bunch of people. I don't know who did what, but the tests show certain things, and like me personally, I just feel like people forget things quickly nowadays. People don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. People don't care. If you just get out in front of it, if you fucking did it and you want to own up to it, you fucking do some sort of statement and say, I fucked up and I did this. I was trying to, work my way through an injury, and I was trying to, get myself ready for the biggest opponent I ever had in my life. yeah, I fucked up. I'm paying the fine. I'm taking the suspension. I'm going to be back stronger. I'm going to be back better than ever. And when I come back, watch the fuck out. If he said some shit like that, or if these guys said something like that, I think people would forget about it and fucking move on. Look at John Jones. John Jones is the greatest of all time. He's popped hot 6 fucking times for fucking steroids, dude, and cocaine. No one gives a shit. Anderson Silva popped hot for PEDs. Chael Sonnen is beloved. Everybody loves fucking Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen openly admits that he fought half of his career juiced to the fucking gills.
Yeah, he says juice like Tropicana.
Yep. TRT tour. Everyone loved fucking Vitor Belfort when he was on TRT. Nobody
but that was legal then, though.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, if you just fucking own it and move on and just disappear for a while, people forget about it. And then you fucking move on.
Yeah.
You know who else popped hot? Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
He popped hot back in the day. I could probably think of about fucking 25 beloved fighters that no one gives a shit that they popped hot for anything.
A lot of people do. And they get,
you know what I mean?
Did you say Cyborg already?
Chris Cyborg. There's like
fucking Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean O'Malley. Dude, there's a bunch.
There's a lot of people. But before we move back to the last 2 fights, right? The title fights, I just want to go back to addressing Howie. This is the quote. He must also submit 6 negative full WADA panel drug tests at his expense before being reconsidered for licensure across the country. That is from CSAC. That's what they wrote in the email. So let's go back because it's getting a little bit late. It's a little past my bedtime.
Hey, we haven't talked
so
in
weeks.
So. Yeah, there's 2 more. We don't really have to go too deep into either one of them. Like
we did talk about this already.
Yeah, the co-main, that was just wild. It was wild.
Yeah,
and you know what? Keith is awesome. Like, he came right out and fucking owned it. He was like, listen, I was completely out of it. I don't remember anything that happened until afterwards when they told me about it. It's like, that's scary, man.
He tried to take down. He tried to freaking punch the ref a couple times there. And then they were like, whoa. And then, it was wild. And then friggin', who the hell was it? Was it like, I don't want to say the wrong place, but I mean, a few companies like MMA Fighting or MMA Junkie, like one of those big name places, they're like immediately like 30 minutes
attacks the referee.
Attacks the referee, this and that. You know, they want
bare knuckle fighter attacks referee. The media is a bunch of fucking twats.
Yeah, sometimes they can be real dorks. And I'm gonna tell you, when we go to these things and we see them, like some of them are just like, I don't know, man. Some of them are cool, but some of them in the big name, those big name, like I forget, they just kind of stand off to the side and they're kind of like goofy. I don't know what it is, man. You can't even talk to them. They're so weird. A couple of them are really cool.
It's like remember the TMs when the Justin Thornton thing happened?
Yeah.
And then a month later he dies from pneumonia in the hospital.
Yeah.
The day he died, TMZ, those fucking cunts, guys put out a thing, bare knuckle boxer dies after being knocked out in the ring.
Yeah.
That was the headline. Like,
they don't put anything else in there at all.
I'm like, guys, that shit happened a fucking month ago and he fell wrong and broke his neck.
A number of things happened after
like
that.
A lot of things happened. And he was getting feeling back in his limbs when he passed away. And we found out that pneumonia is a cause for a lot of people that are paralyzed because they can't feel the symptoms until it's too late and then it kills them. So it's like media are a bunch of fucking dirty scumbags.
They can be.
People might consider me and you media, but you know what? Listen, I have no formal training. You know what, Mike?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are technically media. We make media.
We are guys that talk about the shit. You know,
we're not trained snakes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of those people are trained to be like absolute snakes. Like they'll go out. They don't even care about the sport whatsoever. Some of them. Not necessarily.
They're out for the likes. They're out for the clicks,
the TMZ,
views. That's it.
The TMZ people, they're just there. They don't give a shit what happens to you. They're just gonna put it out there. So we have one more thing.
Yeah, so Blas, Alberto Blas is the new champion. Yeah, that happened since our last show. So congratulations to Alberto Blas. He is a badass motherfucker, and I'm like, we just talked to Papa G. We named the top 5 while we were talking to him. I wonder what they do with him next. Like I said, Reber could be Bloss Reber, could be Reber Richards. I mean, it could be Bloss Richardson again. They could run it back. I don't know if they would, but something like that. It's
We'll see. It'll be in Miami though.
It's interesting. So, it's always interesting.
Right. That
and
fight
the main
will
event
be in Miami, I'm sure.
Let's go to the main event where that son of a bitch who gets him, he gets everybody to hate him, but he just keeps on winning. I gotta say, man, he is a dog. He fucking does it. He just proves the haters wrong every time. The skeptics are always proven wrong by Kai Stewart. And Brian Duran, shout out to him too, because he went all 5 and he did have a legit injury. He had to have surgery on his shoulder. Was it his shoulder, right? Blew his shoulder out in like the first round or something like that, and then fought all 5 rounds. So not taking away anything from Kai.
No,
because Kai just works his fucking magic, man. He's a beast, and Brian Duran's a tough customer, man. So I'm sure he'll be back. But what is it, Kai now? 6-0, 7-0. The fucking dude doesn't lose. I wonder what they do with him next, man. Everybody wants to fight him. 6-0. I mean, it's got to be Brandon. So Brandon Allen. Okay, let's talk about that. Jimmy Rivera got in the ring. They had their face off. That is a fight that sells, right? But they got to stop ignoring the rankings at some point. And this will be the 3rd straight time that the number 1 contender does not get a title shot.
Yeah.
Like how many times are they going to do that to fucking Brandon Allen?
I have no idea.
It's brutal, man. It's getting brutal. Like Brandon wants to fight him. According to him and his team, they want the fight. He's been sitting at number 1 for months and months and months, and everybody else is fighting Kai except for him. So this fight happens. It's over. The newly ranked number 5, Jimmy Rivera in the featherweight division, steps into the ring and has a face-off with him, which clearly indicates that that's the idea. So Brandon Allen, dude, must be one disgruntled motherfucker right now, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it. I do think he could be slightly more vocal about it though.
He should have stepped into the ring while those two. He should have been there and stepped into the ring. Yeah, when Jimmy got in the ring, Brandon should have jumped in the ring too and fucking pushed him out of the way.
I don't know. Was he at the event? Because like, here's another thing. I don't even know if he was at the event. So for me, that's a red flag for me. He's in the position. He's number 1. Maybe he knows that he's not going to get the next shot. However, you got to make it happen, right? If you really want that shot, you've earned the shot. We all know that you've earned the shot, but you got to earn it on the other side too, right? You earned it by fighting. You got to earn it by entertaining also. That's just the way sometimes the cookie crumbles. And if that fight was up the road, so Brandon was there, I did not see him. So
that's a problem. So that's exactly what you're saying right there. Brandon,
he should be on every single person, every media outlet there. He should have talked to. Maybe he did. Maybe they didn't put it out. I have not seen in any interviews talking about the fight. I haven't seen him getting in, Duran's face or getting in Kai's face. He should be right there. He should be interrupting their interviews in the background, flicking them off. I don't know what he needs to do, but that's what he should be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly what he needs to do to get it, but it's not being present. You know what I mean? He needs to be present all the time.
He has to do the things that the other guys have been doing ahead of him.
Absolutely.
HD Davis went out to fucking...
Russ said wasn't at the fights. Ben saying he was. Russ was at the fights. Was Ben not at the fights? Ben.
So what's the truth there? Was Brandon at the fights or not? So here's the thing though. Like, HD got the title shot. What did HD do? He fucking did that thing with us where he interrupted a fucking interview and got a couple, hundreds of thousands of views caused a stir. Next thing you know, HD's fighting him in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Brian Duran shows up to multiple events, makes himself seen, has nothing to do with the events, just like Kai does. He goes out to these events, he gets himself seen, he takes pictures with people, he fucking shaking hands and kissing babies, but he's also stirring shit up. He confronts Kai Stewart. He fucking tells him he wants it. Next thing you know, and enough of a buzz about that one, he gets it. So now that one's over. Jimmy Rivera gets into the fucking ring. They're all doing the things that Brandon should be doing. That's just my 2 cents. I think that you're right.
Yeah.
Brandon has
Yeah,
been quiet for too fucking long.
I need to see him present. He needs to be present, more present. We need to see him there more. Like I didn't see him at all. He's the number one contender. Those two guys fought. Didn't see him at all. So yeah.
And you make a good point
come on
too.
whenever you want. Talk shit. Do what you got to do. If you want, not that I got all the answers, but hey, you want a couple of things, I'd be more than happy to say, hey, maybe go here, maybe do this. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but maybe some people get like writer's block, like they don't know what to do next. I'll give you a couple of tips
Hit
what
us
I
up.
think you should do.
I
Come
wanted to
on
ask you
here.
this.
Howie said go on his podcast, like you help promote it. But I feel like you got to be out there. You got to be present.
Where is all the content from this event? You brought up a good point. Like you said,
There's a bunch of media there. The only thing I see is people talking to Bam Margera. That's cool. I would have done the same thing, right? We would have talked to Bam. But as far as like all the other stuff, I haven't seen too much stuff.
It's been 3 weeks. Or 2 weeks since the event. Like you make a good point there because I really haven't been looking for it.
Yeah.
But because I was on vacation with my family and stuff. But now that you mention it, I've been back for 4 days. Got back Sunday night. Right back to work on Monday, everybody. After 23 hours of traveling on Sunday, I was fucking dead on Monday. But either way,
the cycle does change quick. So
I have been fucking perusing the social media, look, and you're right. I haven't seen a lot of things about that event other than Bam Margera. You're right. Bam. I saw some things about Lil Pump.
Yeah.
But no offense to that is cool. Sure, that's probably getting clicks for everybody. Fine, but
I saw another guy.
Did anybody interview any fighter? Did anybody interview any of the fighters or any of the fighters that were there? Like, let's go. I don't know, man. I feel like it's all the media was there for the free seats. Big Ben says, well, you may be right because there's been a lack of content from this one. And whether they have it or not, if they do have the content, get it the fuck out to the
things like that are time sensitive. So like I can't.
Out.
If you have interviews,
that's why we'll get everything out by Monday, right?
It's got to be out that within 7 days because it's time sensitive, most of it, unless it can be used for something that's coming up soon and you can pause until the fight. Like, because if it has to deal with a fighter who's fighting in like the next event, you can probably hold that off a little bit and use that to put it together. But as far as like pre-fight interviews, that's only good for like a day. Because no one cares about what you said right before the fight, after the fight happens.
That's why, like, when we do the weigh-in videos, like when we do interviews on the weigh-ins, that night
they got to come out.
That night we're fucking working on those, and then the very next morning, Mike and I are usually at some fucking Starbucks near the hotel because they have decent enough internet to get all the fucking shit out.
Like we saw what Ruben wore. Yeah, hotel internet is not good.
Yeah. So
most of the time.
Man.
Not
all right, well, hey,
but
keep an eye out for Sturgis because Mike and I are about to go fucking nuts.
Oh, man, I cannot wait. Holy shit.
All right, awesome show tonight, man. It's good to be back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been too long. Like you said, we've been at this.
Send it, Jason. Send it. We get in touch with you. Say he's got some stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Send it to us. We'll use some stuff.
We have a show tomorrow night.
Yes.
I don't know if you have the thumbnail. I didn't send it to you, probably.
No, I don't have the thumbnail. Did you make an updated one?
No, just the one with the So we have 3 guests tomorrow night, everybody. We got
Mhm.
the hillbilly hammer himself, Sam Shoemaker, is coming back after a long layoff. He is an absolute OG to the 100,000th degree. The man was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, 23. Like, he was very, very important to the BKFC in the early stages, and he is making his comeback. He's getting another shot at Josh Burns. So we're going to talk to the Hillbilly Hammer tomorrow night, which is fucking awesome. 9 o'clock tomorrow. After him, we have one half of the main event from Sturgis. She will be fighting Britton Hart for that 115-pound title. We're going to have Taylor Killaby Starling on the show tomorrow night. That's awesome.
Yep.
And
Yes.
on top of that, since all this CSAC news is coming out and all these fights are getting overturned and people are pissed off about fucking people popping hot and all this shit, we have had a request from a fighter to come on and air the airing of the grievances. And David Diaz will be coming on tomorrow night to speak his mind about the Knucklemania 4 PED gate or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So
See what he has to say about that.
See what he has to say about
I
that.
hear he might be going out somewhere, maybe around where you have just been, Kyle. Because there's an event happening there, and
July 28th.
we're chatting about that, and a few other things. So what's going on with his future and what's going on with his present? For
And
like.
And one last thing,
CSAC,
tomorrow
whatever
night,
it is, if that's what it is.
Tomorrow night, we're going to be giving away an autographed poster.
Oh, yeah.
We have the graphic. Guys, check this poster out. Tell all your friends that poster there is autographed. Is that the autographed one?
This is not the autographed one, but this one's a little brighter, so I used it. But here's there's 2 autographs on
look
this
at
one.
that. If you see it right there, Britton and Taylor have both signed a full 24 by 36 or whatever the size of a full poster is. That is a full size poster
24 by 36.
24 by 36 poster signed by the champ and the challenger. And it looks pretty fucking good, Mike. I would want that.
Yeah.
I would want that in my house. I mean, if I was not married with 2 kids, I would want that hanging up in my house. But
never gonna happen here, buddy. I ain't into that.
Yeah, no, ew, icky, yeah, gross.
Gives me the ick.
All right, so hey, thank you to Ruben Warr. Thank you to Papa G, Michael Larrimore for coming on tonight. You guys were great, awesome coming back. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Sam Shoemaker, Taylor Starling, David Diaz, poster giveaway. Mike, do we have anything else for the people?
No, we didn't, but let's let Bullfrog in on the action right before we get. It says, damn it, I hate when I miss or I'm late. There is a problem with the KM4 drug test. There has been a bunch of fighters suspended indefinitely and no contest.
Go back and watch this episode.
Go back and watch the episode. You'll see what we're talking about. A few fights have already been overturned. We talked about it earlier. There's another few fights that fighters that might be getting suspended or staying suspended as well. We're waiting on the final details from that, whether it's PEDs, drugs, what's going on with it. But right now, putting the puzzle pieces together, it's looking like failed drug tests for possible PEDs. Just waiting on the answer from CSAC to finalize that. But there have been no contests. Things have been overturned. So something's up, right? All righty, everybody.
Hey, so with that said, buckedup.com, promo code Mike and Mish 20. The Rasha Dynamic Life. Go check out all their Instagrams and follow them because they support us. And shout out to my son Jackson for the accomplishment that he did this past week in Okinawa. It was the fucking time of his life. And I'm sure it's going to be a memory for the rest of his life. And he ain't stopping here. So with that said, thank you guys for tuning in. After the long break, we will see you tomorrow night. Right, Mike?
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.